Hi, I'm Olivia, and I'm the Witch of Wonderlust here on YouTube and on Instagram. I figured it was a little overdue for an over tea video. The topic of it was inspired by, I feel like everybody was going through this either recently or currently. I guess I will be giving advice, but more of like advice that I would give to my younger sibling. AJ, if you're watching, hey, I don't know why you'd be watching though. Yeah, so strap in. If you're new to my over tea videos, they don't happen super often. I think they should probably be happening more often. But basically I just sit down, I have a cup of tea with you or coffee or whatever you're drinking, and we just talk about some stuff. And I do most of the talking for obvious reasons. You can keep me on in the background, I can keep you company while you clean or drive or study or something. So the topic of this video is letting people go, and this is something that, especially if you're younger than I am, if you're just now getting into high school or getting out of high school, you have probably already experienced this, or you are experiencing it now, or you definitely will eventually. And I feel like any change that happens with you as a person or with your life that changes the way you perceive things, or basically just you as a person, then you are going to have to let some people go, and some people are going to have to let you go. Now in 2019, I was seeing a lot of people commenting on Instagram and here on the channel on some of my videos that they had just left a toxic relationship, whether that be from family, from a significant other, or from friends, or even a toxic job place, which me too, so that feels damn good. But congrats, that's a really difficult thing to do. I'm not just talking about toxic relationships, I'm talking about just the people in your life and how that's going to change, how these people in your life, in and out of your book that is your life. I don't really know what the point of this video is. I suppose it's more of me talking to any of those who feel like they want to talk about this thing or get some kind of other perspective or advice. I don't know. Keep in mind, I'm a 23-year-old on the internet that doesn't know your situation, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm trying to figure out when I first realized this. The thing is, me as a person, I don't usually get incredibly emotionally attached to people because I'm the cool person in any 90s movie. It's more of that I already understand that I'm probably going to let these people go. And I think that's just not ever been something that I've really struggled with on my end, of seeing that somebody has changed, seeing that I have changed, seeing that our situations, our lives, our personalities have changed, and being okay with the fact that we will go separate ways. There's nothing negative about that. It's just simply that we just don't connect in a way that enriches each other's lives or connect in a healthy way. So of course toxic relationships, you want to get out of those. However, this particular thing I'm talking about, people who have been your friends since second grade, and now you're getting into high school, and maybe you two are finding that you have different interests and you want to stay friends really, really bad, but then when you two do hang out, maybe things just don't go as easily as they used to. It's just not as easy to have a regular conversation with them. It's not as easy to just spend time with them. And that's a big, major red flag that you might just need to let this person go. And that doesn't mean that this person isn't going to reappear in your life, because maybe down the line, weird things happen, whatever you may believe, and sometimes life is just strange and coincidental, and you meet up with somebody you haven't seen in years and become really good friends with them again. There's nothing wrong with letting people go. I think that's the point of this video. Got it. There's nothing wrong with letting people go and just cherishing what you had prior, and then letting them be the person that they need to be, and allowing yourself to take a step back and no longer give time and energy to a relationship that no longer serves either person. I know some of you are going to come after me and be like, well, in relationships, sometimes the other person needs more energy than the other person does, and the other person can give that energy and da-da-da-da. Yes, you are correct. There's a difference between a relationship of people just doing a give and take on both sides, and yes, people have rough patches, and sometimes you're going to have to give your friend more, or they're going to have to give you more, but that still doesn't take away the fact that you two still connect in a way. What I'm talking more about is when you no longer have any reason to be in that person's life or to have that person in your life. This is not going to be received well with everybody, but just understand that this is going to happen. It just is, because it's a life, and there are chapters in your life. You're going to be like 10 different people in your life. You were going to be one person when you were younger, you're going to be one person in middle school, you're going to be a different person, probably 3 different people in high school, and 10 more different people after you leave high school, just because of the experiences that you gain, the perspectives that change, the people that you surround yourself with. Everything's going to change, and you are going to have to adapt to your environment. I went back home months ago. I saw a friend that I hadn't seen in quite some time, and we had been friends a long time, and we used to spend almost every day together, and that is unheard of for me. I do not like spending that much time with one person, no matter how much I like you. You know, we were very good friends for a very long time, and we were very close. We were always pretty different people, but we connected. We still had that connection just as friends, with personality traits, with humor. Whereas now, your girl's a pole dancing YouTubing witch. Like, a lot of people that can connect to somebody like that, especially when you're going in your mid-20s. That's weird to think about. That's the time that you kind of think about the big life stuff, whether you're supposed to or not. That's just kind of the thing that you think about. You're like, all right, well, now I'm kind of an adult, I guess, and I have responsibilities and like a bank account, make my own doctor's appointments, like I'm an adult. There's a shifting point of like things that you need from a person when you hit that point of your life. But that's, again, like everything. So when you're in high school, there's certain things that you do and don't need from a person as a friend or in a relationship or as a family member. And that's gonna change along the way because our needs change as we change. We sat down and we hung out and we like went out and spent some time with each other, and there was just nothing to talk about. And I don't like this person any less than I used to. There's nothing that I dislike about this person, but they just want different things in their life, and I want different things than them. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that there's nothing to connect onto. I have to let go of the idea of the person and the relationship that I used to have with that person, and understand that that person is a different person now, and our relationship is very different now, and I'm a very different person. So these 2 people that we used to be connected really well, but these 2 people that we are now just have nothing to give each other. That doesn't mean that I can't send them a happy birthday message. That doesn't mean that I can't send them a meme that made me think of them. So, don't be afraid to let go, whether you are letting go or the other person is letting you go. You know what I'm looking at right now? Hold on, let me just not spill. This was on my altar. Oh, and if you're new here, I'm a practicing witch, but you know, the Witch of Wonderlust. I figured you probably figured that much. So on my altar, I have this one card that I got from one of my witches, from the Witch's Box unboxing video. It's the 6 of Swords, and I've kept it for a while. The 6 of Swords is all about letting things go mentally. It's changing your perspective and allowing change to happen. So if this is something that you're going through right now, if this is something that has been on your mind a lot, does this enrich your life anymore? What is this relationship bringing? Is it bringing you joy? Is it stressing you the hell out? Like, you know, figure out what it is and really dive deep into that and figure out if this is something worth hanging on to, because most of the time your gut is pretty right of right now, you gotta let things go. 6 of Swords has been on my altar for a while just because I thought it was fitting, especially for 2019. So now that 2020 is here and it's new, I'm sure that there's plenty of things that are still kind of lingering, those feelings, those relationships, and yeah. But I hope that this made you feel a little better, if that is your case. If not, you just decided to watch or listen to this video for background noise, then cool. Thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and or night, wherever you may be. Thanks for hanging out and having over tea with me and talking about letting go and all that jazz over tea with me. I will see you in the next one. As always, best of luck, be kind to each other, and may your gods treat you as you've treated others. Bye.